All right, I am now recording. Excuse the mess in my room and excuse my messy hair and everything. I've had a few busy couple days, and that does actually have to do with the topic I want to talk about today. The topic I want to talk about today in this short video, I just want to talk about balancing life. The idea between or behind balancing different hobbies and different responsibilities, even. In my life, I'm going to give you my example and then you can kind of relate to yourself. I have I'm a full time student in school. I have a part time job. I have this business now that I'm working on, Coding Quest. The website itself is the business front, and I also have the YouTube as the marketing side of it. So that is kind of connected, but they are almost two separate things, right? Because I have to make the YouTube videos and the courses and the content of the coding and stuff. And to be honest, I cannot do all that and make a game at the same time. I kind of jump between the business side of things of Coding Quest and the YouTube channel and making a game. More specifically, the course content and stuff like that. I can make videos while making games. The videos I make won't be as good quality and it won't be as focused on teaching. So, yeah, those are some of my hobbies. One of the other thing that I like to do, now all those are nerd things. I do have some other hobbies. Just slow down my speech a little bit. One other thing I do is I like to lift. I lift probably 4 to 5 times a week right now. I've bumped it down a little bit. I used to go about 6 or 5 to 6 times a week, but I've bumped it down a little bit for a couple of reasons. One, rest is very important. I kind of realized this when I injured myself training too much. Another thing is Ramadan right now, so I'm fasting and it's a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. So balancing all that is a little tough. I do also like painting. As you can see, there's some paints on the floor. You can see my wall of. I'll show you guys actually a wall of protein there. I have a few tubs of protein and I have a few bags on the ground. Each one is about 5 pounds. So I have probably more than 50 pounds of protein in my room right now. Quite a bit. Anyways, the point of this video, I've been rambling on already, is balancing between hobbies. I'm not really here to teach you anything per se. I'm just kind of giving you my experience and making this a diary of sorts. I I'll kind of tell you what I've struggled with, what's worked for me, and what's not worked for me, etc. So right now I am in school in my last semester, and I'm taking a full course load. Now I'm in computer science, and I'm taking 4 courses. Now that should mean absolutely nothing to you because a lot of engineering students will say that they have 6 courses and be like, "Oh my god, I'm taking so many courses." But the truth is, different courses are done differently. At the end of the day, some people like do certain courses super easily. Like maybe I chose the wrong profession. I don't know. I take business courses and I breeze through them. I pretty much put no effort in a lot of the courses that I've done. I did a business minor just like as reference. That's why I've done so many business courses. There was only one class I did, 2 classes that I did that I needed to study for. They were both one was accounting, one was also well, they were both accounting, but one was managerial accounting, which is a little different. But the idea is you still had to memorize some stuff and actually practice. So I did study for those, but generally speaking, I pretty much didn't study most of my classes. Would show up to those classes, to the lectures, and actually pay attention, and that was enough for me. But some people don't have that, and that's totally fine. So my point is, people take different courses differently, right? And for me, for computer science, 4 courses is a lot. It's a really, really big amount. So I'm taking a lot of my time is going to these classes. I say that, but I'm going to go into what I've been doing to manage my hobbies a little bit. One of the main things I've been focusing on in the last few months, 2 months, pretty much, almost 3 months, I guess, since the start of December. So I guess 3, 4 months now, is my website. I've been working mostly on my website, and my daily schedule would consist of me waking up, working on something related to my website, coding, whatever. And then I would go to the gym around noon. I would come home and I would continue working on it a little bit, but relax and play video games, whatever. I would also try and partake in other hobbies like art. I would go bouldering with friends. That's another hobby I have, but it's not as I don't go as often. I go like once a month maybe. But yeah, so that's the idea. That's what I would do. I would wake up, work on my main thing, the thing that requires the deep focus, basically. Go do something physically active, so the gym, kind of reset. And then I come home and then I relax a little bit. I'll still work a bit on my things that I have to do if I do have things that I want to finish that day. But if I'm pretty much done in the morning, I'll kind of leave my rest of the day to relax. And yeah, that's kind of it. It sounds simple, but it works. Now, one of the issues that I've had, and I haven't really figured out a solution to this, I'll kind of tell you what I'm doing as a solution, but it's not really a great solution. And if you guys have any ideas, write down in the comments if you like. I know that I'm probably not talking to anyone right now. My videos probably won't get many views, and that's totally fine. I don't expect it to. Again, totally fine. But one of my issues was, man, I'm talking really fast. I know that I'm kind of all over the place, but I do just want to finish this and go to bed, which sounds bad. I am trying to wake up at 4:30 a.m. right now and around 5 a.m. So I'm trying to go to sleep earlier. I was, yeah, ugh, tired. So one of the things I've struggled with is balancing schoolwork and my business because I can't, in order to do one of those two things, I need deep focus basically. So if I had like what I've been doing up till this semester, been 2 months in the semester, so I'm over halfway there. What I've been doing is whenever I have homework or whatever, I have something I need to like study in that morning of deep focus that I have from let's say 8 to 12, which is 4 hours. It's not much, but it's enough for me to do a lot of work. I will usually prioritize schoolwork, so my homework, whatever, and then work on my website if I have time, which usually I don't. So, and I also don't like jumping between topics like that. So generally, what I do is I work on school and then I'll go to the gym, and that's it. So what I've been doing is 1 or 2, maybe 3 days of the week, I'll work on schoolwork, beginning of the day. Then the rest of the other days of the week, I'll work on my business. Now, that worked pretty well until like a week ago. Kind of started to panic a little bit because I have two midterms coming up and I'm not prepared, not prepared at all. I won't, I don't think I'll fail, obviously, because that would be kind of embarrassing to fail in my last semester. But I probably won't get an A. I get A's in a lot of my classes, uh, now at least. I'll maybe talk about that another time, the whole academic thing. Maybe one day if I like become super big and amazing, people will think I'll talk about that in the future. But yeah, right now, that is pretty much it. Been yapping for 8 minutes. Thank you guys for listening. I didn't really bring too much value to this video. I know I do want to start bringing value to the videos and talking more about stuff that more life lessons, people who are maybe younger than me or who maybe people who are just feeling a little lost, even if they're my age or older. So, anyways, thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys soon.